Sure. So pursuing my Master's of Education related to my kids because, as I mentioned, with their special needs, the master's degree that I did was developmental psychology with a focus on special needs. And I just wanted to get a better understanding of the challenges that they would face in the academic environment so that I could help them develop better. Because when I was growing up as a child, certain things like ADHD, for example, wasn't even recognized at that particular point in time. In the current academic environment, in the public school system, they have individual education plans where students get accommodations. That's by law in the province of Ontario. But when I was growing up, and I saw so many smart kids that couldn't fit in to the system back then, and they just kind of got brushed by the wayside. And so as I went through my Master's of Education program, I started to become more cognizant of these issues that we're generally facing as society. And so one of the things that I wanted to do was to try to get that message out a little bit more, which is one of the reasons why I talk about education, I talk about mental health, is to try to make people just more aware that there is difference out there and students learn differently, and they could have issues that affect them in the classroom, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they're a bad person or even a bad student. It just means that they have a different learning style. And I really found, when I went into the Master's of Education program, it was for one reason, and I continued on with that reason, but I just found it so illuminating about society in general and people and how they develop and the people around me and my peers and my cohorts that I just, it was so beneficial for me. It made me understand myself so much better and alleviated a lot of things for me and actually changed who I was as a person. I became less anxious because I had knowledge, and I guess that's what I want to do for people, is to enhance their knowledge so that they become a little bit less stressed themselves, and when you're less stressed, it gives you the opportunity to be a little bit nicer.